this. Either way, welcome to my floor. I'm Luna and I play games here sometimes, and I'm just gonna jump straight back into Genshin. It's been a while now. I need to go over here, apparently. Can you guys? Okay, yeah, you can hear. All good then. Today might be a slightly more low energy stream, but I thought I'd stream anyway. So we could continue. It's been a while. I miss it. I feel like it's been so long since I streamed, and it's been like, what, a week? Not that long. Let's see if I can actually do voices today. Only one way to find out. We're gathered here today to bid farewell to all who lost their lives in this war. This struggle has caused us profound pain and brought us face to face with loneliness and loss. Ha. Ooh. Did the stream crash, or did my phone things crash? Looks like it's still streaming on that one. Okay, last one. Don't know what happened there. Must have been my phone. It does do that sometimes. Loneliness and loss. Yes, right. I wonder if we can put this, like, over here. Yes. But through it all, our bravery and resolve never wavered, and we never lost sight of victory. Tezuka, how are you doing? How are you? It's been a while. Speaking like that kinda hurt. Okay. Happy Lunar New Year! Oh yeah, true! Thank you, and you too. I forgot about that. I realized it started in-game, but I kind of forgot that correlates to an actual thing. I was just like, Lantern Rite, nice! And I was like, alright. They actually put it on an actual thing. Oopsie. Even the tiniest sparks can unite to become a blazing fire. They lit our way forward and showed us the path to victory. Should not be doing that. When our homeland is revived and the life blooms again, they will return to us with the first rain of spring. Are you doing anything for Lunar New Year, by the way? It is just as our poem describes. We are the inhabitants of memory and legend. Those who grew alongside sun and wind. Those who forged their own destiny and future. That is Natlal's fire, the lifeblood of our nation. I punched the microphone, sorry about that. I'm saying sorry to the microphone because it has a face on it and I am now attached. The fallen are never truly lost to us. We will reunite one day. And as we create new legends and write new poems in honor of our beloved homeland, they will always be with us. You're just gonna get Chinese food for takeaway tomorrow? That's actually kind of a nice idea. Is there any soft Chinese food that I can order that isn't spicy? So I don't think spice is a good idea. You've inspired me though. I might actually celebrate by getting some takeout as well. Just gotta figure out what I can actually eat. Yeah, you like spicy? I normally like a bit of spice too. I'm not as bad as most, like, white people are, but I'm also not, like, native Indian often. But I took out my wisdom tooth lost on Thursday. You trust me? Yay. I'm glad. So I don't, like, because there's like an open wound in my mouth, I'm thinking maybe spicy isn't a great idea. So that's why I'm like, normally spicy is fine, maybe not at the moment. Don't want to make it hurt. Their deeds immortalized in our memory, and their names immortalized in stone. This epic will be remembered in the actions of every valiant warrior and brave Saurian. All equally important and indispensable. Indispensable. I do feel like it's harder to talk, though. I'm like, huh? My words aren't coming out smooth. I don't know if they ever were, but it's worse. I would also like to take the time to recognize a Fadui Haribo's sacrifice, who sacrificed his life for our cause. He was a warrior from Candia who helped defeat our nation 500 years ago. A man who used his own heart as a refuge for the souls of the fallen. For the chance to offer them a final resting place, he chose to fight with us once again. Yeah, I feel like my tongue isn't moving as it should. In the end, he fulfilled his wish and returned the souls to the ley lines. By turning his curse into a weapon, he defeated his fated foe and protected me in the process. Fated foe is like a... I kinda like that as a thing. Also? You said also, sorry. Yes, I'm listening. You started Natlan Archon Quest. Maybe you shouldn't be listening to this then. I won't judge if you just, like, go away so I don't spoil things for you. Entirely fine. Understandable. I hope you're enjoying it anyway. Fated Foe is still a badass thing, though. We have had our differences in the past, and I cannot say his character is representative of all of his organization. You want to play the Lantern Ride quest? So you need to speedrun the Natlan quest. Wait, you gotta finish that before you can do the Lantern Ride? And that is your cue, you will lurk. Good, do it. Lurk, and don't get spoiled. But yeah, it was nice to talk to you again. Enjoy the chapter, I guess. Hehe. Goody. But on this occasion, we honor him as one of our own. In Natlan, all heroes are worthy of celebration. Today might not be a long stream. Let's be real. I can do a soft startup after having had a fever for 5 days. Almost, anyway. Oh, they're all like graves and... that cannot be the graves of everyone, though. That has to be just like a memorial, because there's way too few people. Hello. Ooh. No, I'm definitely talking to these guys. I can try doing Ajar's voice, but I don't think I can handle that.
Strange right, there's no one praise the deeds of the Almighty Right. Dragon Lord, Elijah.
I don't think I'm pronouncing it correctly, but whatever.
Does no one care about my heroism? A great hero such as myself, forced to remain nameless, ignorant fools.
Fine, I guess you helped out. Good job.
Well, a compliment.
Gobbling mode. Oh,
after all these years, it's about time you knew your place.
Lowly servants, I cannot keep doing that. My voice is not gonna... Nope. Okay.
No, why are you glaring at me? Oof.
What was the oof for? Muscles grow stronger through periods of strain and people work the same way. Even though the crisis is over, we still band together for the sake of a new future. Ooh. Oh, and you should really come to the Collective Plenty sometimes. Especially you, Paimon. Your nutrition plan is already set. Right, that was the thing.
Okay. So you can help Paimon get stronger, right? If something like this happens again, Paimon wants to fight by the land side.
We only have one country left, you're not gonna have time. Of course. You got serious potential. She got a bit too much potential for my sake. Honestly, because, like... who is she? What is happening? She's suspicious. Hey, did you hear? As long as we get permission from our chief, we can leave Natlan as much as we want.
Yeah, it's because the ley lines have been restored, right? And the Lord of the Night is a lot stronger now.
That means we can finally see the outside world for ourselves. I heard that the Fontaine has a huge ocean. It would be totally my vibe. I can't wait to go see it. I made her into like a valley girl from that, or like something.
Oh my god, you guys! It is totally my vibe. I want to go to Liyue. The mountains are supposed to be super tall.
Sounds like the makings of a great vacations. Let's start planning. Oh, road trip together with those two would be so cute. Just like the two of them traveling together. I love their friendship. I can't. But first, we all promised we would go to the hot springs together. Then we'll be hot spring buddies for life. To the next one. How are you doing? Are you going back? After you got back, you mentioned that you saw Choo Choo in the Night Kingdom. Did she help you then? Yeah, she didn't buy them. My god. She brought lots of Saurians and helped get through a tricky part of the Night Kingdom. Good. I'm sure that made her happy. There's still time to see her in your dreams. It's alright. I don't think she's going to come see me. She's probably sick of nagging her older sister. Still, thank you for telling me. Natlan has a bright future because of you. And I have a chance to make up for my regrets. At least she's hopeful. Who are we missing? Sitlali? My teacher once said, the weight of fate is decided by the one who has to bear it. You helped Natlan overcome a cruel fate. From now on, we'll always be there to help you. Now we just need to see where your fate, no, our fate leads us. Is our fate everyone's fate? Because that is a lot of pressure. I didn't get to talk to everyone. Our hero is here. Is there anything you want to discuss? About the stance of the heavenly principles and the shades. The forces of the abyss have always sought to corrode Tevat. The ley lines were created by the heavenly principles. The ley lines were created by the heavenly principles. Then it's even weirder that we have, like, knowledge about how to use the ley lines. We must have been from here. Once upon a time or something. The ley lines were created by the heavenly principle, and it's only with their protection that Tevat is able to nurture all forms of life. If the abyss had free reign, this world would become a living hell. We saw that for ourselves. Ooh. I should probably take an ibuprofen or something, but I will do that afterwards. Any attempt by humanity to harness the power of the abyss is met with swift punishment. The heavenly principles and the shades show no mercy in that regard. That unyielding approach is also the source of great sorrow and hatred. The situation goes beyond a simple discussion of right versus wrong. As everything does in this game. Perhaps the truth will reveal itself during your future adventures. But the Oath of Resurrection somehow taking effect before victory? Yeah. Oh, isn't it obvious? The Oath of Resurrection didn't take effect at all. Your own strength is what allowed you to keep fighting, as well as the moral support from everyone in Natlan. Still, moral support is also important. If underappreciated effect is also an important if underappreciated effect of the Oath of Resurrection. So people's like intentions or like their will to get their friends or whatever back actually affects how efficiently they can get them back or whatever. But about Natlan's Gnosis. The captain's subordinates sent a letter he left behind. After her duel at the stadium, he asked Tsaritsa to remove him from the responsibility of obtaining the Gnosis, and his request was granted. The captains respected the outcome of that match and refused to violate his principles. But since this is the final Gnosis, I doubt that Tsaritsa will let the situation stand. That's unusual too. Like, normally, there's always somehow that they get their hands on the Gnosis by the end. By force, by a deal, something. Hello, Ace! How are you? Hello, stranger. Hello, Star, maybe. It hasn't really caught on yet, but I like to call you guys my stars because I'm Luna the moon. Anyway, it's silly. Anyway, hi, I've been okay. I took out I was at my parents' place, so I couldn't stream. And I also, like, removed the wisdom tooth, so I'm a little bit... Yeah. My brain is not here today, so you're gonna have to excuse me. But yeah, I'm pretty good. How are you? Oh no, I mean, honestly, it's like a little bit of underlying, like, ache. But I expected much worse pain than I gotten. When people have been talking about the pain, I'm just like, I expected it to be much worse from how people talked about it. It's like an annoying underlying ache. I'm a sway with the fairies, yeah. I called one my flatmates yesterday and asked to ask if she wanted bananas, and then I was like, no wait, I just put bananas in the thing. And I was like, I don't need to ask her that. And then today I tried to turn off my headphones and I turned off my phone instead, and I was like, okay, no, my brain isn't here. It's yeah. My brain is with the fairies. The fairies stole it. They stole my attention. They asked if they could have my attention and they took all of it. So yeah, yeah, brain not entirely here. What was I saying about this? Oh yeah, it's weird that they haven't taken the Gnosis, the Kami no Kokoro. Stay up with my Panadol or paracetamol or whatever you have all there, and I should be okay. Yeah, like, I take it for breakfast and then before going to bed. And I don't even take the full dose during the day, because I'm like, it doesn't hurt that bad. I'll be fine. But, yeah, I took it at 8 this morning, and it's now 6. So I don't have any in my system. Which is probably why my brain is a bit, But yeah, no. It's honestly manageable. And I don't think I look very swollen. I expected more. Yes, she will probably send more people to get the Gnosis. Let's look forward to hearing about that, I guess. But the next stop on my journey. A direct conflict with the Fadui is unavoidable the moment you step foot in Snezhnaya. Oh, that will be interesting. Like, the moment we step foot, it's just gonna be cutscene. Oh. Or they're gonna subvert that expectation, but we'll see. So make sure you're ready for any scenario. On a related note, I've acquired some new intel about the fragment. The fragment that suddenly appeared in the sky. I have forgotten what that is. What fragment? What are they talking about? Huh? Help. Because it's not the angel of death. That's not what it is, but it's not that one. Is it the sliver that we saw out into space? Is that what they're talking about? Such fragments are known as ancient moon remnants, relics of secret source technology. Secret source technology from the era of the ancient dragons. Coincidentally, a small squad of Fadui infiltrated our borders around the same time it appeared. Ancient moon remnants. I feel like when it comes to Genshin, my name is like very fitting. Is it like something with, because like Tevat used to have more than one moon, right? So maybe it has to do with that. I've also heard theories about the moon being fake, because it has no like moon. It's only ever full. But yeah, anyway. Our investigation revealed them to be the subordinates of the Doctor. Oh, he can burn. Is this a Natlan quest? Yes. It is the very end of it. When we're getting some questions answered, but we never get enough answers. Their stronghold is in Nod Krai. Okay. A land with a long history not far from Snezhnaya. But not part of the normal 7 nations? Is it like its own nation, kind of? The people there can use a very special power. It is said that this mysterious power predates even the seven elements of Tevat. Oh, interesting. Ancient moon remnants, the Doctor, and mysterious power. The project that connects all these three must be ambitious indeed. About the tribe my ancient name will belong to. Tribe? Oh, you're thinking along the lines of how the names of the 6 heroes were inherited. In truth, apart from a few ancient names associated with a certain tribal culture or tradition, most ancient names can be inherited by anyone. Your name likely falls under that category. The Wayo will select someone who shares your character and name them as your successor. Isn't that kind of cool, though? Of course, that won't happen for a very long time. I don't have any other questions. I have so many questions. The long journey of the Pyro Archon has now come to an end. Together, we overcame darkness and death to accomplish something truly remarkable. As we celebrate your glory, allow me to thank you once again, this time just as Mavika. Thank you for the respect, understanding, and support every step of the way. It was my honor. An honor we share. You can keep chatting with your friends nearby. I think I'll stay here for now and watch over them. All the people. Oh, I know that like we lost people and stuff too, but I think the fact that we lost Saurians is like way sadder to me. It's like killing a puppy. It's just, oh my god, I can't handle it. Ororon, are you working with them again? Maybe? When Guthrud's soul possessed my body, all I saw was a dark abyss. The captain carried countless souls within him. It must have taken so much strength to live like that for hundreds of years. For us, his death is something sad, but for him, maybe it finally allowed him to be at peace. One can hope, anyway. Am I missing someone over there? I don't think so. But Silonan. The stories of heroes will continue to be passed down from generation to generation. If Natlan faces a crisis again, I'm sure people will look to our stories as a source of hope. We've earned our place in history. That's pretty surreal, don't you think? It really is. Oh, whatever. No one there. Let's get this. Oh, we're saluting them. Understandable. Can you let me do it too? Thank you.
What are you thinking about, Luan? Oh, the battle, right? Even though we won in the end, it cost a lot to get to this point, huh?
Sing your final song with pride, like a hero's march to the other side. Ah. My goodness, tea is so good. I spilled it. I spilled my tea. I always do this. This is why I have a towel. Oh my god. I am clumsy. And I have no brain. It was taken by the fairies. It sounded like I said furries, not fairies. Oh my god, no. Help! What am I today? This monument commemorates the 2057 brave warriors who gave their lives in the war for Natlan. Damn, that's a lot. Let's leave this for them. Oh, our crown that we got! That's kind of cute. It's not gonna stay there. Oh! This is a... Got it. Oh, sorry. That came out of nowhere. I did not expect it to be an actual... like, you know, place to fight. I told you my brain is not here. The fairies took it. They ran away to the Fey realm with it. Yeah. I give up. Yatta, yatta.
Story, I want to hear a story. Come on, tell us.
Well, you kids don't miss a beat, do you? Alright, you can be the first audience of this new tale. Let me know what you think. Now, where to begin?
Want to stop and listen to the story? Sounds pretty fun.
Sure. Let's do it. This is a story of the great heroes of our time. Look at that helmet! It's adorable! Heck yeah. There are 3 great heroes at the center of this tale. Oh, and one of them is us? Still feels weird. The first is an outlander known as Luan.
A warrior of great strength, completely immune to the power of the abyss.
Most importantly, Luan is kind and brave, someone who treasures those around him. You would call him a natural-born hero. Aww.
Yeah, he's super strong. Tell us more. Hey, just let him finish the story.
Can you imagine you tell this story and the person you're talking about just like strolls by and you're like, hi, this is awkward.
The man telling the story keeps looking this way, Luan. I don't think he recognizes you.
Well, we've really made a name for ourselves in Natlan. Listening to all this is a little embarrassing though. Yes, that would be me. The second hero is also an outlander. Many years ago, he forged a connection with this land and used his body as a vessel for the souls of his fallen comrades. His goal was to give them a home and, with that, a chance to be reborn into this world. Sorry, I gotta take some tea. Ah, okay. The third hero is none other than our current Archon, Marika. Not only is she a powerful and respected figure, but she also commands the power of the Ode of Resurrection, which can bring people back from the dead. No more spilling. I didn't spill this time. However, I make no promises. I am a clumsy person. And there's a reason I have a towel beside me. As long as I don't spill on the computer, I'm fine. Or this thing. The microphone. Spilling on myself is fine. With the support of 6 heroes from 500 years ago, she united Natlan against a dangerous foe. I'm honestly almost known for spilling my tea. It's kind of ridiculous. But like, my friends know this. Now, this story truly begins with the arrival of Luan in Natlan.
Hehehe. That's us.
Under his guidance, Kachina performed exceptionally well in the pilgrimage and earned her chance at the Night Warden Wars. Not fine if it's hot, be careful. Yeah, I know. Thankfully though, I can't drink too hot, so it tends not to be super hot. I've only burnt myself once, so considering how many times I spelled, it's a good track record. It tends to be like, some people wouldn't even consider it warm, but it is hot, but just not hot. Once today. Twice at least? Maybe 3 times today. Maybe 3 times today. I'm telling you, I spill tea all the time. At least it's just tea. It's one of the better things to spill. Suddenly, the sky turned dark, the sacred flame went out, and Gosoithoth appeared. Everyone gathered at the stadium and sang the Ode of Resurrection together to send their support to the furthest corners of the Night Kingdom. Tumaini became known by all, and everyone began reciting the words that defined its message. In the beginning there was darkness, until someone set themselves aflame. Only then did the universe know light. It's hard to speak. Anyway, the dust has now settled, and Natlan has entered a new age of peace. Ran fought for life, the captain fought for death, and our Archon Mavika created a bridge between them. That is poetic AF.
Wow. Is there more? Please don't let that be the end.
Sounds like you like this one. Tell you what, give me some time and I'll write it all out in even greater detail.
I loved it. This was the best story ever.
And you know what the best part is? You can write the next part.
Yeah, and Tumaini is the coolest ancient name. I get to be Tumaini today, okay guys?
Oh, they're playing us?
Hey, it's supposed to be my turn. It's my turn. Oh, it's my turn. I get to be Tumaini today. That is a weird thing to imagine. Someone's like playing us. The pressure. I can't handle the pressure. So no one wants to be the Pyroarchon anymore? Sounds fun. What do you say, Noan? Wanna let Paimon be Tumaini for today?
Sure, then I'll be Paimon.
Alrighty then. Let's go, Paimon. A new adventure of the... awaits. It awaits.
The flame is still burning. Incandescent Ode of Resurrection. It is officially ended. I'm gonna actually try and do some of these, I think. And play a bit more. Even though I don't think I'm gonna do super long today. I can at least do a bit. Oh, I have not gone... Have I not taken the viewpoint? That seems surprising. Save Shawan. Okay. Oh, you have officially been saved.
Becomes the hunted.
That wasn't too hard, at least.
Well, they didn't put up much of a fight.
No, that's what I was saying. Paimon. Guess they knew what they were up against. Theo, thank you so much. I thought I wasn't gonna make it down the mountain, this mountain alive. Saved by Luan. Guess my luck's not too bad today. Ooh, look at her, like, eye thingy. I don't know what that's called. At least not today. Oh, sorry. Let me introduce myself. I'm Chevan, a gem artisan. I'm not usually this lucky, but maybe things are looking up. Imix sent us to help. She did, huh? I didn't mean to make her worry. I wasn't planning to be gone longer than 2 days tops. But then I discovered a new seam of volcanic crystal near the shadow pin. It's a large deposit and the purity is exceptional. Shouldn't you have run out of food though? I dug up a whole bunch of it and was getting ready to head back, but the phlogiston within the crystals attract monsters. I panicked and ran up a narrow path to avoid them. But by the time I was in the clear, I ended up running into those bandits. You showed up in the nick of time.
If the situation was so dangerous, why didn't you just drop the crystals and run?
So she still has them? I left most of them behind, believe me. I only kept the purest chunk. I have to bring it back, no matter what. For Tlazoli. And poor little Nechka? Nechka? Nechka, maybe. Who are they? Oh, right, you wouldn't know. Tlazoli is a former ancient name artisan, and Nechka is her daughter. So she crafts ancient names? Zillonen's in that business, that line of business too. That's right. Or, well, she used to. Now she just handles regular forging commissions. Why did she stop? Because of her daughter. Poor Nechka contracted an awful illness and Tlazoli put everything aside to take care of her. These names are hard. When you have no, like, frame of reference to what they're supposed to sound like. Even as Nechka's illness grew worse, Tlazoli never gave up. Like a torch in the night, she was determined to burn bright, even as darkness encroached from all directions. Still, all's well that ends well. Thanks to the doctor's medicine and the Great Spirit's protection, Nechka's flame was rekindled. Her condition has been slowly improving ever since. She's still weak, of course, and has to recuperate at home, but she's well enough to write letters already. I say it correctly to you? I'm glad. At least we can understand who I'm talking about then. She often rides to Silonen, apparently. Her dream is to become an ancient name forger, just like her mother. Her birthday is in a few days, so Tlazoli asked me to find a pure volcanic crystal to give her as a present. So that's why you're out here. No wonder you wouldn't leave the crystal behind.
Yeah, talk about an important chunk of ore. What a nice gift. Paimon hopes it helps her feel better.
I'm sure she and her mother appreciates your well wishes. Alright, let's head back. I'm sure it makes this bird sick. Actually, why don't you come with me to visit Lasoli tomorrow? It's all thanks to you that I managed to bring back the crystal. You deserve a reward for helping us protect something so significant. I hope it makes Nechka happy.
That's right. A good mood makes for quick recovery.
Sure does. You gotta have your proper motivation to get better.
And of course, we, wouldn't say no to little gift.
Paimon, you never do. Don't worry. Something tells me you like this one. But I'll let Lasoli tell you what it is herself. It was giving me like Avatar the Lost Airbender vibes. How have I lost the... Nope. Smeru? Nope. That's Fontaine, Natlan. Is that Leo? Is it this one? Why? Where did it disappear to? I don't think this is it. Okay. Whatever. Okay, maybe it is this then. That was confusing to me. We'll take this one away. And go to this one. I guess. See if this is... Yep. You know what? I found that confusing. Oh, you're early. I was looking forward to your gift. We're just happy to visit Salazoli and Nechka. Even if I can't say their names.
That's right. Nechka's been so sick and Tanzoli's had to give up what she loves. Things might be getting better, but they could probably still use some cheering up.
I've already asked someone to swing by and let Lazoli know we're coming. She probably made all the necessary preparations. Let's go then. Do you mind watching the store, Emix? I'll be right back. Okay. Go visit. Ooh, thank you. That's two. I did not mean to speak to her. Where do I actually need to go? Over there. Maybe I'll actually teleport then. You know what? I'm gonna do this. Enter. There it is. Let's do this. Yep. I was like, there's no way I'm not gonna end up in a cutscene, so might as well just jump. Here we are. Nice house, right? Give me a second, I'll knock. Tlasoli, open up. They're here. Tlasoli, are you home? Open up. That's strange. Huh, the door's locked, but she shouldn't be out this time of day. Hey, Netchka? Netchka, it's me, Chevan. Open up, please. No response. Need me to break the door now?
What if something happened to the two of them? What if Netchka got worse again?
Let's break the door down. It will look cool, and we have plausible responsibility? No, that's not it. You know what I mean. Let's not overthink things. They were doing just fine the last time I was here. Netchka was sleeping soundly in her room. Still, I told Lazoli we were coming. Maybe she had to take Netchka out to get some medicine? Vision thingy?
Hey, what's that over there? Looks like a Tepelisaurus nest.
That's right. Tlazoli has a Tepelisaur companion. If I remember right, its name is Yengu? When she was still in the forging business, she'd often have Yengu help with some digging work. But since Netchka fell ill, she hasn't let it dig much recently. Okay. Wait a minute. What the? This place is a mess. Yengu's nowhere to be seen either.
Well, look at all these broken boxes. Something terrible must have happened.
How did you not see this beforehand? How have you been standing there staring and just not seen that someone ransacked the place? Let's take a closer look. Tracks end of the cliff. Should head up there. I guess we're heading up somehow. Can I go in here? Warning sign. The workshop is closed, no entry. The workshop entrance seems to be blocked by modern rocks. It looks like there's no way to get entry. Okay. Well, we'll go in where we'll follow these. Ooh, okay. Go in between those. Right? Yeah. Because, like, they've just been standing there talking and then just like, wait a second. What about this? But, like, how have you not seen anything this far? Maybe I should have stayed in the shape of it so we could talk to it.
Huh. There really is a Tepelisaur up here. Might not be Tlasoli's companion, though.
At least it doesn't seem to be in any danger. Seems like it got here on its own.
Paimon still doesn't see any sign of Tlasoli.
Hey, Luan, Paimon. Did she return?
That Jimin's voice.
Looks like there's someone next to her. Come down quick. Tlasoli's here. Okay then?
Huh? We just got up here and Tlasoli's back already? What a coincidence. What a coincidence.
A coincidence. Either way, let's get down there.
Huh? Why is the Tepelisaurus coming along? Oh, hey, don't run, you'll hit us!
Did we fall down the mountain? You descend the mountain with the Tepelisaur. Was that voluntary, or did we literally just fall down a mountain? Yeah, good, come here. Are you being naughty again? She looks tired. That's a good Saurian. You must be hungry. Sorry, I'll whip something up for you later. Alright, run along and play now. I'll come along in a sec. Sorry, you two. I was waiting for you at home when Netchka... Well, she snuck out and ran off by herself. Well, she seems to be healthy enough then, at least. She said she just wanted to pick some flowers for her guests. I'm not too excited. Oh, sorry. She has little, like, leopard ears, or like... yeah, cheetahs or something. But she ended up getting lost along the way. Luckily, I managed to find her before long. Is she alright?
Yeah, Jevin told us she was just starting to get better.
She's still very weak. The shock and the cold wind certainly didn't help, but she ended up with a slight fever. I gave her some medicine and now she's in bed. But it's nothing a good night's rest can't fix. That said, she won't be able to meet you today. I'm sorry you came all this way for nothing.
Don't worry about it. We know she's still recovering. Jevin told us how serious her illness was. Her health definitely comes first. We were just dropping by to check on her.
Sounds like she's doing well enough to run off on her own, too. Yes, and to run away from eating her vegetables. She's a fast one, that's for sure. She jumps over the chairs, hides under the table, then runs all around the house. I can hardly catch her. Yeah, that's a kid, alright. Seeing how she is now, that's already enough. I really couldn't ask for more. Hey, cheer up. This is supposed to be a happy occasion. It was very nice of little Netchka. Sorry. To try and bring us flowers. Anyway, Soli, about the thing I was telling you before. Alright, let's hear it.
Yeah, what did you get us?
Well, it's a blaze gem inscription. What is that? I made it from the purest ore, so it's almost completely resistant to erosion. Oh. I mean, gems are always cool, so... The technique used to make it are all rooted in ancient name forging. So it's like a simplified version of an ancient name? Don't say that, or the Wyobe might smite me. The process just uses a few of the same techniques and materials. When I first made one, I didn't think it could serve any practical purpose, apart from the erosion resistance and the general aesthetic. Honestly, that's enough sometimes. But then Chevin suggested using these crystals to make a special kind of ornament. Blaze gem inscriptions made by an ancient name artisan, engraved with words that never fade. Quite the sales pitch, don't you think? Yeah, it could be really cute. It could have like your child's name or something.
Wow, that description really does make it seem special.
Got a good eye for business. Tlasoli's blaze gem inscriptions really are special though. Word of mouth isn't always reliable. As information gets passed along, it becomes incomplete, forgotten, or sometimes even distorted. But the words inscribed on these crystals will stand the test of time. The inscription will never deteriorate, and the meaning will never get twisted. Ah, so you can affect the future, more or less. Doesn't mean that what you tell it's true. It's a perfect gift for a dear friend or significant other. You could even pass it down through generations. You're very persuasive.
Yeah, let's get one. We can engrave our names onto it. Then, once we find your sister, she can add her name as well.
Lumine. Which is not it, but it's Lumine, right?
That way, our names will be together forever.
Looks like Paimon's been hooked. You deserve it. You saved me and Nechka's birthday present. Aha. It's the least I can do to repay you. Chevin, I thought I told you... Don't you start acting shy to La Zoli. It's a great gift. I know how much work goes into one of your Blaze Gem inscriptions. Well then, thank you both. I'll have it ready as soon as possible. Then I'll have you do the inscription yourself. Ooh, I don't think I'd like that. Because, like, my handwriting ain't that pretty. Nechka should be well by then. She'll be very excited to meet you. Good things are better with company.
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. We don't even know how expensive that would be. You sure we have enough travel funds?
Yes, I'm sure. One thing I've never done in this game is run out of money.
Hold on. This isn't part of some scheme to make us spend all our money. Mona, right, Chivin?
You never know. You do look like you'll have some savings to spare.
No, don't listen to that one. You'll end up losing all your Mora.
In any case, it's up to you.
Oh no, it's a Tepelosaur again. Quick, someone stop it. Paimon doesn't want to get run over again.
Whoa, there. Oh, you're not feeling great? Also, if you don't mind, Lasoli, I'd like you to help me repair my Blaze Gem inscription. I dropped it when I was attacked earlier. The rope and clasp both snapped, so I haven't been wearing it. I tried to fix it myself, but I just couldn't get it to stay. Could you help? Just leave it to me. I'll make it as good as new. Thank you, Chevin, for going all that way, and... It was nothing. We all just want Nechka to get better. You're right. Yengu, behave yourself. I'll feed you in just a second. I'll have Chevin contact you once everything's ready. Luan, maybe we'll even line it up with Nechka's birthday. We could even have a little party. He looks so tired.
That sounds great. We look forward to all the good food and we'll make sure we're ready to eat.
Paimon, you're always ready to eat.
Anyway, see you around, Lasoli.
See you. Hope Nechka gets better soon. Look after yourselves. Nechka is going to be so happy to meet you. Why does that sound so sad? Why is it giving me bad vibes? Ahaha. Where'd you now? Back in there. Alright then. I'm gonna see if I can just, like, run by it. I think so. Ooh. I guess we're going this way. Ah, I forgot that moves. It does add a lot. Head to Shilonen's workshop. Maybe I should have teleported after all. Hey, we'll be fine. We'll run up this. Probably why it's there. Up there. I don't think I need to go up here, but whatever. Shortest direction. Hello, Silonen. Avilix. I thought it said anvil first, and I was like, that seems apt. Silonen, good thing you're here. I'm wondering if you can... Gee, sleepy. Shelf on the left, second row down. First axe on the right. That one's yours. The garden hoe belongs to Iknal and the hammer to Isbakhaus. So make sure you take the one that's yours. I haven't even said why I'm here. But looks like you're about to head out for a break. Yes, but I'm going to take it right here. The temperature is just perfect today. She's like a cat that's like curling up in a sunbeam. Really? But doesn't it feel a lot hotter than usual? I really don't want to stay out in this heat. Be right back. Just gonna help set dinner up. No worries. Take your time. Go help out. I'm just happy you were here at all. Really? But it... yeah. Exactly. In hot weather like this, customers don't tend to stick around and talk when they're coming to places to order or pick up at the goods. Pick it up at the goods. I see. Oh, here comes another customer. I'll just leave you to it then and pick up my axe. Sure. Sounds good to me.
Hey, Silonen.
Thank you, Tezuk. I appreciate it. I was gonna go do it later, but I was like, I don't want to do it while I'm doing this.
I appreciate it.
Oh, and Paimon, we meet again. You do seem to be in good spirits. How's your ancient name been? Run into any issues? No, everything's fine. Good. It was my first time working with the Lord of the Night to forge an ancient name, and you're not even from Natlan. There are still a lot of things that could go wrong, so I wasn't sure if there would be any issues.
Huh? So, what are the chances that something might still go wrong?
Well, less than the chances of Mualani accidentally falling off a spirit way, that I'd say.
Oh. Oh, well, that definitely would never happen.
I found the accident and thanks a lot. By the way, Netchka's birthday is coming up real soon. Are you planning to visit her? I prepared a gift and I was just getting ready to take it to her. You're not planning on giving the kid a full set of pliers again, are you? Or let me guess, woodworking tools? You'd give these kinds of gifts as things as birthday gifts? I'd like a set too, or can I buy one? I make these myself. It's a lot of work, but if you'd like a set, I can make some time and forge one for you. Don't take extra time from us, though.
Great. We often camp out in the wild, but a set of Silonen's tools would make pitching a tent and making a bonfire a whole lot easier.
Still, I won't be giving Netchka any tools this year. She wrote me a letter saying she'd like a copy of Tekil the Brave. The book is not what you'd call a bestseller, but luckily I have a few copies in my collection. They were really old editions that were published a long time ago. But they should still be readable. Sometimes old... Ooh, sorry. Give me a moment. There we go. Sometimes old books are really cozy though, so I wouldn't mind that. Oh. Children her age love fairy tales. Last time I was at Telastoles, I even brought Netchka oh, wait. What did I bring her again? I mean, it must have been her favorite thing, but... why can't I remember it anymore? That's suspicious. It is quite hot today. It seems like you're about to pass out from the heat. Do you even remember your own name? My memory can't be that bad. It's just that these last few days... I've been forgetting some things for some odd reason. In that case, why don't you use the blaze gem inscription you have as a memo to engrave some important things to remember? After all, the inscription will never wear out, and it's easy to carry. I'd say that's quite a fitting use for it. True. You have a point, but my inscription is almost already full. Did you include all your relatives' names too? No, I engraved some wishes on my blaze gem inscription. You know, some of the dreams that I have for the future and things I'd like to accomplish one day. Even though Tlasoli has said that from an aesthetic point of view it would be best for people to keep their inscriptions short, this blaze gem inscription was still made by a name forger and the forger of ancient names themselves. Everyone thinks that the inscriptions she made might have some wondrous powers. So many people have bought blaze gem inscriptions who bought blaze gem inscriptions engraved their wishes and dreams on them in hopes that they would come true. Aw, that's kinda cute!
Seem kinda like a witch, Granta. But if you do that, won't everyone be able to see your wishes and dreams?
Yeah, but sometimes that's a good thing. I was just wondering the same thing. Don't worry. We usually ask Tlasoli to add the inscriptions for us. She has a unique method of engraving. With her method, the light must be at a certain angle in order to see the text. Without the right angle of lighting, the blaze gem inscription will just look like a pretty stone. I keep punching it. Kicking it, I mean. There we go. That's true. In the end, a blaze gem inscription is essentially just a piece of rock. It doesn't have the power to grant people's wishes. Making wishes to it is like shouting into an echoing valley. The only one who'll answer is yourself. But using it as a journal for your wishes is also fine. Carrying them with you and taking a look from time to time can be a good source of encouragement. Exactly. As long as you don't suddenly change your mind and want to take your wishes back, that is. These things are extremely durable. It would take a lot of effort to change the words. And I don't think anyone would willingly part with it either. They're not cheap and very hard to get. If you ever lost it, you'd be filled with regret. Sounds like something else we know, doesn't it? Still, it's really strange. Given Aunty's skills, how could it have taken so long for her to make one? I hope someone didn't give her the idea of making fewer and selling for more. I know who that person could be. It's true, Chevan could totally have put that in her ear. Still, I don't think it's a bad thing for Tsaloli to make some money by selling these. Or to also maybe not stress about it. At least she and little Nechka are better off now, and won't have to worry about the cost of treating her illness anymore. I was really worried about their family at first, and was even planning to send them out what was I planning to send to Nechka again? Ugh, this memory of mine. That's suspicious. Since we know that messing with the ley lines messes with memory. Alright, if you stay out in the heat for any longer, I'm afraid even the inscription won't be able to save your memory. You should go back and get some rest. Right. Please give my regards to Lasoli and Nechka. What's going on? Maybe I should talk to Erenly to get some medicine.
So, you'll be going to Nechka's birthday party too, Shinlonan? Perfect. Then let's go together.
Sure, but I didn't expect you to know Lasoli too. She hasn't even been coming to the tribe much lately. So how do you get a chance to talk with her? Recap! You explain your encounter with her too, Shilonan. So that's how you met her. She even wants to use volcanic crystal as a forging material. Guess she's really putting out all the stops for her daughter. We also wanted to get a gift for Nechka, but we have no idea what she might like. Then let's just go and ask. Come on. I want to give her the book anyway.
Huh? Wait a second. Aren't birthday presents supposed to be a surprise? If we ask Nechka, then she'll know what gift we'll be getting her, and that would ruin the surprise.
But if you don't ask her, then how would you know what kind of present she would like? Here's another idea. Perhaps you can also give her a storybook based on what she wrote in her letter. That might be a good option. Easy enough. I have loads of those in my bag.
But shouldn't we give it a little more thought? If we all give her books, it might seem like we didn't put much effort into it. See, London, have you really never asked her what she would like the most? There must be something else she'd like besides books.
Books are a good option, I'm telling you. Unfortunately, no. Nechka's illness has kept flaring up over the past few years. Apparently, she couldn't do anything during that time other than rest in her bed. She didn't even have the strength to talk to anyone. Is she even there? Maybe she's not there. Has she been... Did she get kidnapped? It wasn't until recently that she started to recover from her illness and gained the strength to write letter status. Anyway, there's no need to overthink it. Worst case scenario, we can split the book in 2 volumes and we can each give her 1. Let's just go ask her.
Yeah, even though it would ruin the surprise, we could at least get her something that would make her happy. Anyway, could you tell us a bit more about the book that you're getting her? Is it really that unpopular?
It's a little difficult to explain. You see, there are actually 2 versions of Tekil the Brave. The premise of the book is pretty straightforward. It's basically about a set of twin brothers working to defeat the Demon Lord. But after defeating the Demon Lord, the older brother, Tekil, discovers that King's spirit has possessed his younger brother, Rimac. In the ending of the original story, the older brother kills his younger brother to defeat the Demon Lord, before himself jumping into a volcano. Oh, look at that! This tale comes from the desolate, distant past. In those days, the mountain's teeth were still bad like blades against man and beast, thirsting for the souls of the feeble-minded, human and non-human alike. People knew that the god of the mountains loved them not, and was to be given a wide berth. Yet they were forced to seek shelter in caverns from the storm screaming through the winds. Wilds, all to pass one long night after the next. But these caverns, like the mountains, extracted payment from these vagrants. Countless were the tribes who lost kin to the wastes through which they stumbled blind. A valiant Tekil and his kind-hearted brother Rimac were born to one such tribe. At the hour of their birth, a long troubling night reigned inside and outside the caves, and though the campfires around which the tribespeople sat flickered, none were comforted by their light. The people thought, "Oh my god, it's so long. This fire shall soon go out, and once it does, we too shall be finished. How long will this night last? I'm cold and hungry too." Let's hurry things up then, quickly. Let me walk into the night. Better than this torment. Better that than this torment. Oh, you poor children, you poor children. Yet, Tekil and Rimac did not announce themselves with sorrowful cries as other children did. Instead, Tekil stared into the cavern depths. The minions of the cavern did their best to frighten him, but his gaze swept over them, keen as a sharp stone spur. He has seen us, our sharp claws and long teeth, but he is not afraid. The wicked creatures whispered among themselves anxiously, and involuntarily retracted said appendages. Rimac, for his part, waved his hands and laughed, and his laughter was like pebbles tumbling in a stream, drawing the eyes of all the distressed tribespeople to his face. Only then did they notice that, though the flames wavered, it never ceased to burn, and with another wave of his hands, Rimek patted the firewood next to him. Feed the flame, feed the flame. The elderly chief, thus reminded by the newborn boy, shouted his words aloud, repelling the fear that had been about to swallow the tribe whole. People stood and fueled the fire, and they drew their obsidian blades, casting their eyes into the cavern depths just as Tekel had. The beasts of the cavern were filled with rage and hate, but they knew that these people would not loosen their grip on their weapons, nor would their eyes be shut. Terror had fled already, and so death was forced to retreat. Only when the sun rose again did the brothers close their eyes, falling asleep in their mother's bosom. Thus did the tribespeople depart their cave, having lived another day. This is like reminding me of the Deathly Hollows. Weirdly. These people who had rejected fear would live countless days more. Yet the defeat of her evil underlings caught the eye of their master, Kotlikyu? For this lord of demons, who claimed to be the mother of the underworld and mistress of 10,000 caves, whose fangs were the rocky stalactites, whose tongue was every blast of wet, frigid wind, and who upon awakening could only be satiated by devouring 10,000 living souls. Tekel and Rimek were the first humans to slip her grasp. Shamefaced, this Earth Mother waved her hand, lashing the evil beast cowering to the side with rock. Go, redeem your humiliating failure. Capture those dim-witted mortals and fill my stomach. But having seen their fears vanquished, the people remembered well the method of scattering those terrors time after time. They learned from their mistakes. Who'da thunk? I spilled tea. I knocked the actual cup. They settled at the foot of the mountain, sharpened wood stakes, lit fires, and gave the sharpest blades to their best warriors, with which they would stand guard behind the stakes, the bright eyes piercing the wilderness beyond the firelight, and did not shift their gazes away for even a moment. By blade and fire did Kotlikyus minions taste defeat, time after time, until they could do nothing but huddle in the dark, daring not to draw near the flame. The fires in the hearts of the people ignited, and they began to speak of victory of lights and of the end of the Viper. They believed in Tekel and Rimek. These two brothers could surely keep the heat and light alive. Tekel and Rimek thought the same, so they sharpened their spears and blades, preparing to drive the demon lord of the evil serpent to her doom. But the Earth Mother, who hated this tribe, did not relent. She took sludge from the deepest parts of the cave and pinched it into a snake. Then she plucked out her eye, okay, sure, setting into the serpent's eye socket. It was that child who caused you to witness the fire, and so let me go and swallow his eyes. One evening, when the sun had just set, night's veil was slowly covering the sky. The stars had yet to begin granting their light. The serpent bit and slew a rabbit beyond the tribe's bounds and burrowed into its skin, lying flat on the ground. Damn, this is kind of dark. Rimek, returning from gathering herbs, came upon this rabbit, and seeing its wound, the kind child put his torch down without hesitation, and reaching for his herbs, he chewed on them, preparing to apply them to the rabbit. But the snake, speaking for the Earth Mother, leapt from the wound, hissing with laughter. Ha ha ha! Ignorant, foolish human, sacrifice yourself for a lowly rabbit. Before Rimek could retrieve his torch, the Earth Mother's serpent latched its fangs into his neck and then, burrowing into his body, captured his heart and soul both. the defenseless sentries were the next to be murdered by the Earth Mother, for they greeted Rimac just as they always did when he returned from gathering herbs, only to be pierced through the heart by the serpent, dying on the spot. The entire tribe's fires were put out, and amidst the shroud of darkness, death and terror were resurgent. The Earth Mother spat the snake out, and through poisoned fangs she cried out, "Behold, behold, behold, you arrogant fools, and kneel as you should in the dust." But the sound of rock being struck cut her off, for Tekel, who had been sharpening his obsidian blade, used it to create sparks that set his tent alight. He raised his blade and charged forwards, letting fly his blade at the Earth Mother's message. The blazing edge cleaved the poisoned serpent molded from soil with ease, but as Tekel was about to follow through, he saw his brother's eyes and the blood staining his brother's hands. That instant was all the time the wounded viper needed to escape. Yet night fully charred it. What? Yet night fully charred it was still, and the Earth Mother's eyes reduced almost to ashes. Okay. The tribe was destroyed, and never again was there a chance it would defy her. Thus, the Earth Mother comforted herself as she retreated into the darkness. How Tekel wished to call out Rimek's name, but the burning dust caught in his throat, and so he could only watch as his brother vanished into the night. When the night at last passed, Tekel, who stood amidst the ruins, knew that the surviving tribespeople could no longer stay. Burying his confusion and pain deep in his heart, he led them on a new journey. They crossed mountains and canyons, and dodging fearsome beasts and poisonous insects. Tekel did not close his eyes for so long as they journeyed, nor did he dare loosen his grip on blade or torch. Finally, by a silent volcano, they found a tribe willing to take them in. Only after he saw the last of his tribe peacefully falling to slumber under the old shaman's care. Shaman? I'm questioning everything. Did he relax and collapse to the earth? When he awoke, he found himself in a blazing cave. The lava that surrounded him undulated with an erratic pulse, as if the very mountain was slowly breathing. When he stood, the lava boiled and bubbled, and a rumbling came from all directions. Do not search for your brother. His eyes have been devoured by a cunning serpent. But I must save him and pursue the venomous snake too. His words echoed through the cave, but the goddess of mountains and fire was silent. Tekel thus prayed to her. Let my brother's name live on. I am willing to sacrifice my heart and blood in return. The goddess answered him in the echoing caves. Thus said she, Your prayer I have heard, but your brother is no longer your kin. His name was sunken into the deepest of depths. Tekel raised his head and lifted up his wish to the goddess. Turn my blood to fire, so my heart may illuminate the depths. I will bring my brother back before my blood runs dry. Turn my blood to fire until my soul may sear and slay the serpent. I will take its head before my blood runs dry. When Tekel awoke once again, the old shaman of the tribe gave him a brand new sword, food and water. Finally, the shaman clasped his shoulders and blessed him. May your fire dry the venomous snake's venom. Thus did Tekel embark on another journey. His strength was endless, his body tireless, and his blood burned like lava. He crossed grassy fields and snowy peaks, deep valleys and deep mountains, and the goddess of mountains and fire showed him the way with falling rocks and the cracks in the cliffs. Thus did Tekel stride forward without hesitation. When he met his brother again, the Earth Mother mocked him once more, using Rimek's body and voice, but when her claws pierced Tekel's chest, he moved not. And instead her bones were melted by his burning blood. Tekel stared the vicious demon lord down, and said in a loud voice, My brother is of gentle heart. He would surely have made this land a better place. Yet you have affronted him with your poison, smothered his virtue, slaughtered those who had faith in his virtue. Die, you despicable, venomous insect, die here." As he roared, Tickle's blood stained his obsidian blade, turning it red hot in an instant. The Elf Mother watched in terror as her shell, bones, and soul was sundered. She wished to scream, to buy but a moment in which she could unleash her claws and tear Tickle to ribbons. But she could make no sound, for in the fire's light, the silent soul to whom this body once belonged awakened. And that soul cried out to his brother. "I do not wish to see your blood be reduced to ash, but I have seen the light of your heart and spirit. Remember my name, brother. As long as you remember me, I will never have left." The blazing flames swept over every corner in that gloomy, frigid cavern, and every last poisonous insect within was slain, burnt to ash along every plot and scheme, so heinous and vile. As the last drop of his blood was about to burn away, the roof of the cave above Tickle's head trembled. A fissure opened, and a gem fell down and stopped up his wound. The goddess of mountain and fire spoke once more. Her voice echoed across the walls. "You yet have one drop of blood. Return to your tribe, for this is your brother's wish, and I will see it fulfilled." One night, the old shaman who had waited day after day beyond the tribe's bounds stood to welcome the returning Tickle. But Tickle refused the water, the food, and the cheers. Instead, he simply said, "The venomous snake is slain, and I am victorious, but I shall soon depart along with my brother." He took the gem from his chest, placed it upon a torch, and walked up to the silent volcano. "I have but one drop of blood left, but it is not left for me, but rather for justice and fairness, for the good and the brave. Use it and light a fire, a flame that shall never be extinguished." Having said that, valiant Tickle leaped into the dead volcano. The earth was shaken by his heart and blood, and the volcano's own heart resumed beating, and the blazing lava once more beginning to flow. The volcano lives, as does the bravery of all the tribes. That was long, but okay. I remember there was one line that was super popular at the time. If I still remember right, after being possessed by the goddess Kotlike, Rimac says, "I do not wish to see your blood be reduced to ash, but I have seen the light of your heart and spirit. Remember my name, brother. As long as you remember me, I will never have left." So what about the other version of the story? The other version was released only recently. The author heard a suggestion from someone and suddenly decided to try and make a stake in the fairy tale market. So the story was revised. You're back? Hi, welcome back. Hope setting up went well. In the revised version, the brothers killed the demon lord together, and both survived. According to the author, this gave the story a happy ever after kind of ending. However, the revised version was not well received. After a month on the market, it had hardly sold any copies, and the books were collecting dust on the store shelves. The store owners desperately tried to get rid of the books, and have resorted all sorts of promotions and discounts to sell it. Even now, the only edition of Tickle the Brave you can find on the market is the newer one, whereas the older editions is nearly impossible to find. Anyway, I couldn't bring myself to give such a poorly rated book to Netchka, so I spent a few days looking and managed to find a few copies of the old edition in a warehouse. I picked out a copy that looked relatively new and wrapped it up as a present for Netchka. If you're interested, I can give you this extra copy to read. The pages are pretty old though, so please be gentle with it.
Yes, please. Thank you. I appreciate books.
Oh, and there's a copy of the newer version too. They gave me a free copy when I went to buy some Xocolt.
So that's how they're trying to sell off the book. Could it really be that bad? Even Paimon's curious now.
That's 2 more for the collection. Are we walking around with the library is my question now? We can read them while we're on the road. Let's get going. Tlasoli lives pretty far from the tribe, so it'll take us some time to get there. Yes. I think, though, I might end it here today. Ugh. I am tired. I am tired. And maybe slightly feverish. It's not too bad, but I thought I'd do a shorter stream today. Get back into the groove of it. And hopefully I'll be back on Thursday? Possibly even Friday? We'll see. Miss the voices, but understandable. Yeah, I'm kind of struggling talking like normal at the moment. Surprisingly difficult. Should have more voices when I come back next time. But yes, thanks so much for hanging out. It was really fun. Please take care of yourselves, my stars, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.